Are you a big fan of well, I haven't seen it in a long time, and this goes out to you too, Grae. Are you a big fan of Snow White?
I'm a big fan of any traditional Disney movie. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm a
that's
fan of
probably my
any
safest bet.
traditional Disney movie, specifically of the Renaissance period, because that's like what I grew up with. But I did watch Snow White and I loved it. It was good.
Did you watch?
I wasn't scared by it.
I remember watching a Snow White movie. I think it was with Sigourney Weaver, or it's a movie or a show. It was like a live action one. It was sort of weird. I was watching on
It,
HBO a long time ago.
I don't
it
remember.
yeah, the last one I remember was Snow White and the
And
Huntsman.
The Huntsman.
Ah,
That's what
yes.
I remember.
Yeah.
And then I think there was Mirror Mirror too with Julia Roberts. I remember that
Oh,
one.
yes, yes. Yeah, and so the reason why I want to talk about it, and I do want to bring this topic up. So this is from Deadline. The Daily Wire is making a live action Snow White movie starring conservative YouTuber Brett Cooper. Watch teaser. So what was your thoughts on the trailer? I'm assuming you watched it.
I did. The trailer is it's really nothing. It's just like shot of the forest animals, and then it shows a basket of apples, and then she turns around and you see Brett Cooper Snow White. I like where they're going with the Daily Wire. They're trying to push like a more traditional, classic things that you remember. Specifically with children's content, and I like that that's where this is going, because this would be a fairy tale story geared towards a younger audience, right? And so you want to put forth like what people envision when they think of Snow White, because when you think of Snow White, you think of the classic Disney princess of Snow White, skin as
Mhm.
white as snow, lips red, and hair as black as coal. Like that. That's what you think of when you think of Snow White. You think of that traditional Disney princess. You don't think of Rachel Zegler when you think of a Snow White. Like that's not the first person to come to your mind.
Yeah.
Just like with the Little Mermaid, you think of a redheaded mermaid. You don't think of Halle Bailey when you think of Ariel. So I like where it's going in the more, traditional value, or the more traditional sense of like, this is what the character looked like, was painted as, um was envisioned, was written down as, this is what she looks like, and this is what we're giving you. And I believe in the trailer it has Brett Cooper singing as well. Um so you know that it's going to be like a musical. You're going to have singing in it, which is great. So I can't wait to see like what they do with this, and
Mhm.
see like what they do with like their children's content, because along with this they also put out their commercial, or not their commercial, but like their huge trailer for Bentkey, for their children's like network, for their children's app. And
Yeah.
all of that looks like, what I grew up watching as a child. So it looks like very, traditional, like just, you're going to put your kid down and they're going to be entertained and they're going to learn something, you know, and learn
Mhm.
lessons and learn values, and have that instilled in them through these, very fun looking characters. So I like what where they're going with it.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm already, I'm my son's gonna turn like one in like 2 weeks. So like, I am somewhat guilty of like just sometimes I just need a break. I just need to eat food or something like that. Me and my wife
Mhm.
just want to like, grab something in the kitchen. We just put them down and like watching something on YouTube. But we're afraid that like whatever they're watching, like, and if we don't have time to vet it, it could be something that doesn't, reflect your values,
Yeah,
right?
and even with like YouTube Kids, and even when you try and restrict a lot of stuff, because my mom has problems with this with my nieces and nephews, because like they'll have the YouTube Kids app open, and then she'll hear something and she'll be like, what is that, what are they watching? Because she'll give them the tablet when she has to like change the baby, or feed the baby or whatever. So she'll give them the tablet so they can be entertained for a little while she's, or when she's cleaning, and she'll listen to it and she's like, what are they watching? So it's really hard, especially if you're giving them YouTube to watch, to vet every single thing, because there's some stuff that'll like make it through the cracks.
Mhm.
So even like my mom, she'll put uh on TV or something, she'll take it away when she hears something that they're not supposed to be watching. She'll take it away and she'll put on like an older movie that like me and my brothers used to watch, or an older like Nickelodeon show that me and my brothers used to watch, like she'll put something like that on. Nothing new, unfortunately, because she'll
Yeah.
listen to some of the new stuff and she just doesn't like it.
Yeah, like I can't like watch anything that's like new Nickelodeon stuff. I can't watch any of that kind of stuff anymore. Same thing with like a bunch of new Disney stuff. So like even though like we're watching, like she's like we're watching Miss Rachel, so it's like a YouTube thing that's a kids learning thing. Are there, like a person in there that's like transgender or non-binary? Yeah, there's a singer in there that is, but they don't say, "Hey, I'm this, I'm that," and they don't preach
Yeah.
that to your kid. And I think if it's like that, I think we're fine with it. But if it's like we were watching this cartoon like a month ago, and it was like this 3D show on Netflix, and then it's like, I have two moms. My two moms are so happy. I'm like, and then me and my wife are like, what the hell?
So I actually know who Miss Rachel is because that's actually one of the shows that my niece loves. She loves Miss Rachel, and my mom. And the reason I know about Miss Rachel is because my mom, I was at her house and she's like, "Look at this, Stephanie. Look at what my niece's name. Look at what she likes to watch on TV. You could do that. Change this. Change your YouTube channel and do this. You can do that." I'm not gonna do that, Mom. But I sat down and I watched a little bit of it, and it's I think like she was a teacher or something before she did YouTube. She was a teacher, and that's how like she built her YouTube channel. She used like some of the stuff that she like, and she homeschooled her kid or something like that as well. And she used some of that stuff that she did with her child, and she brought that to YouTube. Which is good. So I mean, I watched her and I thought she was pretty entertaining for a child, for my little 2-year-old niece to watch. But yeah, like she's fine. I have no problem with her. I didn't even know that there was a transgender character on her show. I didn't even know that. So
Yeah, it's like one of the newer ones. Like I think there was maybe one of them. I'm not sure if she's already trans or anything. Like her name is Jules or something like that. And like you could tell when you see her, you're like, oh yeah, you're, but like it's not like, oh, we gotta promote this, we gotta say this. It's not like indoctrination or anything. It's just like if they're there, then they're there. I'm not saying you can't be or anything. But yeah.
Yeah, see, that's how I look at a lot of stuff. Like if they're there, then like the character is there and it just happens to be played by this person. I think that the problem comes when you make the whole show a lesson in that character, or you market your show using that character, or you are, and that's with anything. It's not just trans, it's also like race, gender, whatever. That's I think that's where the problem comes in, because you're not marketing the show or the movie or whatever like you're supposed to be doing. You're marketing the people who are in it, and you're not even talking about the show.
Yeah. What about you, Grae? How do you feel about the Snow White thing that's coming out from the Daily Wire?
Yeah. I haven't seen the trailer, but yeah, good on them that the rights are not exclusively to Disney, so another company can shove it in their face. Yeah, we can do traditional Snow White and we can do it better than you. And I only saw it now when you brought it up. I didn't see the subtitle at first. Snow White and the Evil Queen. So because I know Disney's probably gonna make some twist with Gal Gadot's character. Like what they did with Maleficent.
With Maleficent.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, she's actually the misunderstood good guy, right?
Yeah,
she's actually the one who took care of Aurora when she was when she was younger, and man bad because they ripped off her wings and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that for Gal Gadot. But all right. So, but the thing is, I'm gonna briefly go through this because there is a quote I do want to read that was about the movie and what she said. It says, "I was raised on the original Grimm's fairy tales, so I'm thrilled that we're bringing the iconic story to life for the next generation. Snow White is such a beautiful character, and I'm honored to be playing her. Like all the best fairy tales, this is a story with with timeless values like love, friendship, and kindness, and I can't wait to share them." And then what did Rachel Zegler say?
She said that she was scared.
Right?
She was scared of Snow White, and she's scared of Snow White, the ride at Disney. And the prince like totally stalks Snow White, and maybe he'll be in the movie, maybe not. Maybe they'll cut all of his parts. Yeah.
It's like literally bashing on the
marketing. That's how she's marketing the film that she's in. She must be so proud.
Yeah, I'm. The thing is, I am looking forward to watching this, right? Like, and how much is the? We don't even know what the budget is for this movie, but we do sort of know what the budget is for the Disney one. Just like I'm pretty sure it's like 200 million,
I think
maybe.
it's more. I would think it's more.
It's probably more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty rough, and I'm glad we have other companies that do. I'm not sure if we can play
Yeah.
it. I'm not sure if we get copyrighted or anything like that because if they're singing, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to Bent Key as well. A bunch of stuff that I could potentially just, have my son watch while he's eating food or anything like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
Like
it.
that's where this is going to be shown. Like if you go to the tweet, it says, that's Ben Key's first live action. So it's going to be on the Ben Key app. So it is
Awesome.
marketed. Yeah, so it is marketed towards a younger audience. So it's going to be on the Ben Key app for kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's really good. And I love what she says about how I grew up on the Grimm's fairy tale of Snow White, so like it's very much like this is a story that I read and I love, and it probably led to her watching Walt Disney's Snow White movie. So and she's marketing the movie because she likes it. Like that's how you market something, not like the prince is a stalker. It's a more a modernized version. She's not going to be saved by any prince. Like that's not how you market what you're in if you're really proud of it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the story is 80 years old, so we're not going to talk about,
Yeah, it's super old fashioned. And then you make all of those faces when you're talking about it, like gross. What am I even doing? Yeah, what are you doing playing this role if you have absolutely no respect for it, if you don't care? And to me, I think that Rachel Zegler is the type of person, and she has said it in the past, especially when you look back at like her her interview. I think like when she was doing Shazam, they asked her like, are you a fan of DC? Why did you take the role in Shazam? And she's like, I just needed a job. And I'm pretty sure
she said
Snow
that.
White is because she just needed a job. Like that's why she took the role in Shazam. And who knows, maybe she'll be 3 for 3 because everything that she's put out so far is just completely bombed.
Isn't there a prequel to Hunger Games?
Yeah, she's gonna be in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be the last.
Such bad press surrounding her right now because of this, because she's so incredibly unlikable that she's going to have to do like a whole new like just revamp with her PR team, because she's completely unlikable. They don't like her. People don't like her. Regular people don't like her.
Okay. Now, the real question is for you, Steph, is who is more unlikable?
Rachel Zegler. If you're pitting Rachel Zegler and Brie Larson,
yeah,
it's Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, me too.
It's easy. Rachel Zegler. I feel like Brie Larson says some snide things, but she knows when to cool it.
Yeah.
She knows when to like chill out. Rachel Zegler doesn't. She has this air about her where I'm extremely privileged and I know it, and you guys are just all trolls and y'all are racist and y'all are sexist and I know better. She's the epitome of what Hollywood is right now, and I feel like she's more unlikable than Brie Larson. Yeah, if I'm putting the two to two side by side, it's Rachel Zegler.
Yeah,
it is Rachel Zegler, 100%.
Yeah, it's I'm
like she's not even trying.
I do agree.
She's not even trying to better her image.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like I'm pretty sure she's also a lot younger too.
Yeah.
She might be like,
I know she's
early
20s.
Like with that young age comes that arrogance. Like I can do whatever I want. Agreed. I can say whatever I want. I don't have the life experience, to know better. And considering she's been doing movies, for a while, like I don't know if she'll ever, or when she'll like stop being so completely arrogant and ridiculous, because she's just completely insufferable.
Yeah. A lot of people just like weird.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. I would say she's definitely one of the most unlikable people right now, and maybe I'm not sure if she's like even allowed to make any like publicity stuff, like talk about the movie because of the strike. But I'm glad that she's not really in the limelight right now. It's because it's just like she's very insufferable. And
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I'm sure her PR had something to do with. Okay. It's so bad you need to step away for a while. And I noticed an interview of her, like she had an interview because after all the backlash, like she was canceled so hard. That's the only reason why she's silent right now. It's because she got canceled so hard in the interview. Otherwise, she would probably continue blabbering on her BS.
Well, and when she was going through that cancellation, she was blaming men for it. She was blaming men for it. She was like retweeting, I don't know, some stuff and liking some posts that are like fucking men. She's blaming men for it. And it's like, dude, look in the mirror. This is just reactions to you, to your attitude, to your personality. Could it have something to do with you? But she doesn't see it that way, and I think that it's because she's so young. She's so arrogant. And
did you watch
that?
Did you watch Little Mermaid?
Huh?
Did you watch Little Mermaid?
Did I? Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like it?
No.
So the reason why I asked
they do what they did.
The reason why I asked you is because I don't think we heard. I think there might have been like one or two things that Halle Bailey said, but she basically didn't really say anything about bashing men or anything.
No.
If she did, it wasn't as loud.
No, I think that the only thing that she said was about like representation. And she sort of contradicted herself because she was talking about how like when she was younger, she would pretend to be a mermaid. She loved the Little Mermaid movie. And so she would get in the water and she'd like, pretend to be a mermaid. And then in the same breath, she would say like, and now that, I'm playing the role of Ariel, like kids are going to be able to see themselves in the character. Oh, you were able to see yourself in the character, even though you don't look like her. So I think that's like probably the most contradictory thing or the most like hypocritical thing that she said, but she never like bashed the Little Mermaid movie. She liked the movie, she never bashed the movie. Like Rachel Zegler is actively bashing the movie that she's supposed to be promoting, that she's supposed to be in.
Yeah. And there's a clip of her in the past, like, let's be real, I'm hot goods right now. So I mean, it's in the arrogance level. It's on a ridiculous level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
She said that?
Yeah. There, it was someone's. I think it was George the Giant Slayer's video. Like he put in an IG clip of her saying that. It's like she was bashing executives, like they don't really know anything and stuff like that. And it's because she's a woman that executives are mistreating her, stuff like that.
It's the arrogance for me. I think that she's incredibly immature. And I don't think that she's had enough, life experience. Like she's just so young.
Yeah.
So there's still time. There's still time to recover.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.